evening.
Happy Mando Monday, everybody.
Mando Monday? I thought today was Wednesday, man. Don't mess up my fucking days.
Work in progress Wednesday for us 3D printers.
Good evening, everyone. Matt, what's going on? Chris is here. Chris, you're supposed to be here.
Chris, why aren't you on, dude?
Always late. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I'm completely screwed tonight. Mark is back.
Why are you screwed, dude? What happened? I just got
Dude,
here.
how the hell are you, man? What's going on? I hope you're doing well after your stuff. Oh, fuck, my membership expired. It's all good, bro. It's all good. How's everyone this evening?
Doing good.
Doing all right.
We finally got a heist.
Right. He goes on vacation in like 12 hours.
Who's on vacation?
This guy, he's going on vacation. In like
Oh, yeah,
12
I'm on
hours.
vacation. Yeah, dude. Leave in the morning.
Y'all going to do the Orlando thing again?
Yep. Yeah. We're meeting. Some of us are meeting Sunday, but I think all of us are meeting Monday.
Are Cody and Zach going down too?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm picking up Zach from the airport, and then Jesse's picking Cody up from the airport, and we're meeting in Orlando. And then Cole flies in, and Jeremy and Benji are driving down together. It's gonna be sick.
And yet again, I can't get across the pond.
No, dude.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a big pond. A big fucking pond.
It's a big pond, yeah. 3,000 miles of ocean, man. Great episode today. Slowly on the mend, thank you. You're welcome, dude. Glad to hear it. Put a little poll in the live chat for anyone who wants to join in on it. Week 5, episode 6 today, right?
Mm-hmm. Episode 6.
Halfway point from season 1. How do we all feel so far about season 1? About what we've had, what we've gotten, the theory of in chunks of 3s seems to have maybe transpired.
Yeah, I mean, we seem to kind of come to a close to that. I think my feelings really haven't changed since the start, which is it's slow, but I like it. Yeah. And I like what it's given me. You know, I like at first I didn't like the fact that it wasn't in your face throwing Star Wars references. You know, there's Ahsoka, there's Luke Skywalker, there's, you know, I didn't like that at first, but I really do dig it now. And we're getting those. They're just subtle references. But yeah, it's kind of a character-driven, story-based story. I like it.
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength. Sorry, were you calling, Carter?
No, you go, man. You start.
Yeah, you go ahead.
You know, not every episode has to be an event. You know, it doesn't have to be like 24 or something like that, where every episode has a conclusion kind of thing. Like I'm okay with it. If we get the buildup of 2 episodes to a conclusion in a 3rd episode, so you get, you know, we got 2 bangers, you know, so far in my opinion. If we get another 2 bangers, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all start and finish, and even the slow stuff I find interesting, like the conversations and the characters. I do feel like we got a little messed up on the I forget his name, but you know, the guy that he kills at the end.
Yeah,
you know, the story and the brother and the axe forgets, but the tree remembers, and then he's like, "I don't have a brother." I'm like, well, the whole damn episode was dedicated to that whole story. Man, now you're saying you don't have a brother? Story. Yeah, so I don't know. That was a little weird, but anyway, for the pacing, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the pacing.
Yeah. We finally kind of got a stormtrooper. You know, this episode we got the TIE pilot. So
Yeah,
we
TIE pilot. There you
saw
go.
something a little more familiar.
I got hyped when they showed the TIE pilots, honestly. They
I
looked
love that helmet.
so
man.
sick. They
Yeah,
looked
I love
so sick.
Those scenes were killer. Just kind of-
Yeah.
Messing with his knobs, just all.
Yeah, because we've never really seen like a TIE fighter type startup. We've seen a little snippet of one, maybe
Yeah.
Force Awakens, perhaps. But like
Mhm.
apart from that, we've seen them in climbing the gantry and then going into the fucking fighter and
And the reflection on the windows when you saw the eye.
Oh, yeah.
Through,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
That glass
Yeah.
breaking and shattering was. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just knowing how the TIE fighters were basically just disposable. I mean, no shields, no warp drives, no protection of any kind. These
Warp
things-
drive.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
um,
Hyperdrive.
yeah.
Yeah. May the force
so-
be with you.
They were just basically just get in there and fly. You're not going to live, but they're and I think this show was the first time, and it was last episode, it was the first time it really made TIE fighters scary. Because that scene where they're on the ground there and that thing comes whipping over top of them. Every other time you've seen TIE fighters, other than the Kylo shot with Rey doing a little gymnastics and cutting the wing off, it's always been spaceship to spaceship. They're pretty fucking intimidating when they're coming at you. So I think that's kind of cool. And again, those are the little nods of seeing Star Wars from a different angle. Seeing it in a way that we haven't seen it before.
It's definitely a different dynamic. It adds a different dynamic to the TIE fighters when it's like you said, Tim, not ship to ship, but like human to ship, and it's like, oh shit, actually those things are pretty fucking intimidating. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm loving the cinematics in this series. I'm loving a lot of the visuals. Maybe
Well,
I'm biased because
speaking of visuals, what did you think of the eye of Albani?
I have no idea what that is.
That's the
Storm.
the storm, the light storm.
Was that the storm?
Yeah,
That was unreal.
yeah. I thought it looked like the Bifrost, man.
The chase through that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty
Nuts.
sick. That was pretty sick.
And I might be a little bit, biased because like a lot of most of the last 3 episodes they were all filmed here, and it's places that I know, like in real life, and it's like tonight or today rather, you got to see a bit more of what I was talking about a few weeks back with the dam and how all that shit was actually like done. Like there was actually, believe it or not, very very minimal CGI. I think the part with the tower, obviously, but I know they had to get permits to actually build onto it without damaging it.
That's pretty cool.
So for me, it's like I'm loving the visuals. I'm loving the fact that it's mostly practical effects. There's minimal CGI. Obviously, TIE fighters and stuff, fair enough. But on the ground stuff, it's minimal CGI. I'm really enjoying the series for that. I'm a little bit sick of the story now. If I'm
Sick of the
honest,
story?
too slow. I know it's a 12-parter, but it's a bit too slow. Like the heist was good, right? But when I think about it, it was like we've had 2 weeks of. Well, last week, for example, was just setting stuff up for what, a 15-minute, 20-minute heist, if that.
Well,
So
I think
for me, it's,
what we're really setting up here is taking, Andor from this dude that doesn't care about crap to this guy that's willing to give his life for the rebellion. And so I think we're going to see it piece by piece in these relationships that he makes and then are ripped from him by the Empire. The Nemec, that kid, he's one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time, and he got taken from us, and he's going to be one of those, I think, many that are. And I think, little exciting things that we may see that, we don't know if we'll see or not, but the fact that, K2SO was an Imperial droid, I'd love to see him run into K2SO as the Imperial droid and actually take him and kind of, scramble his brains and turn him into his little droid companion. Little things like that. But I think the story is taking Andor from that to this. And I don't think you can do that in a quick, way. But they're going to, if we're lucky, throw in some action in between. We got 2 so far. Still haven't seen Saw Gerrera. And Saw
Next
Gerrera,
episode, I'm calling it. Next episode.
He's a gorilla if in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I mean, I really hope over the course of the 12 episodes it all, makes it all worth it. But from where I'm standing just now, halfway through, I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I said, the visuals are fantastic. I just don't know where this story's going. Obviously,
I can understand that disappointment, and I can also say the story may not really go anywhere. It may be.
That's what I'm worried about.
And after all is said and done, I'm gonna have to wait until all 12 episodes and kind of make a final decision. But I'll still watch it.
What was it they were stealing? Was it gold?
Yeah, it's credit. Imperial credits.
We're stealing Imperial credits.
Yeah, which is great unless you're, trying to buy something from Watto. That he won't.
Those are Republic credits.
Oh, you're right. Those are Republic credits.
But that okay, fair enough. That makes sense then, because obviously the likes of Mon Mothma and whatnot are like, okay, funds are drying up, so they've now got all these credits that they can launder and filter through and stuff. So okay, that makes a bit more sense.
It's important to show how a rebellion is funded to begin. It's important to see how it gets off its feet. Is it kind of boring? Yeah. But, I mean, we got the heist episode. I guess I would, if you got 12 episodes, you can't blow up the Death Star 12 times, right? We can't just do that in every episode. So if we...
And I don't think there will be a big, big, big moment like that. I really don't.
In fact,
I think it will more like... I think it will bleed into season 2. I think that it's going to end off of a cliffhanger, and we gotta be like, okay, so what's going to happen next? I don't think it's going to lead up to something huge. I think
it's all going to be centered in probably next season around the Gorman massacre.
I was just going to say, I think it ends with the Gorman massacre.
That's what Mon Mothma is doing all of her preaching about, and that's basically what. In canon, which it's not, I don't know if it's canon anymore, but that was the event where she called out the Emperor and then kind of broke off and kind of got out of the Senate and became part of the rebellion. So I think that, canon. But that happened in, was it 2? I think it's 2 BBY. So that's still 3 years from now in canon. So I don't know if that's going to be this season, next season, but I think that's going to be a big part
actually. I think that's still canon, and I think that we'll see something like that in season 2 though, because season 2 is was it? They said it was 5 years or something after this season or something like that. They said it was years after this season.
So there's a time jump.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So right now it's 5 years, 5 BBY.
Yep.
And the Gorman massacre is what, 3 BBY or 2 BBY?
I think it's 2 BBY.
2 BBY. See, I think they end it. So I think because the Gorman massacre is somewhat of a pivotal turning point where all of a sudden everybody's against the Empire. Well, not everybody, but all of a sudden people are willing to join a rebellion. I think they end with the Gorman massacre, and all of a sudden, Mon Mothma's like, okay, we're a rebel faction alliance that we create this. We all stand around the table, and now we're rebels. And then season 2, we're full on rebels leading up to the destruction of the Death Star.
Yeah, I think also Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, is still going on during Andor as well.
Yeah.
So everything is gonna come together. I don't think we'll see any Rebel characters in this show, but eventually everything's gonna tie together. Yeah, if we do, I don't think it'll be this season. I think it'll be next season.
I think it would be next season after they've been introduced in Ahsoka, But I think that there's every possibility we could see any one of these, but also I think it's a possibility we could see Tarkin.
That would be kind of sick.
The rights
That
to
would
his
be,
voice
that would be
and
kind of sick.
likeness have been basically signed over to Disney. So
Yeah,
I could see him with that,
would be sick.
the White Brigade just kind of coming in on all their shit.
I'm curious. Does anyone know? Does the Emperor participate in the Senate? I mean, when he was the Grand Chancellor, yes. But since he's
I
the
have no idea.
Emperor, like,
I
does the
think,
Senate just handle things he doesn't really care about?
I
Like,
feel it's more like that because in Star Wars they say that the Emperor finally dissolved the Senate, so it felt more like he was saying, no, we don't need you anymore. But yeah, I don't know that he's involved in that. But
when they showed the Senate chambers and there was only like 10 people in the 1,000
Yeah,
chairs,
it was very empty. It was very empty.
Yeah, nobody cared about her argument.
It's weird seeing it like that as well, compared to like how we've seen it in like sort of the Phantom Menace and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I had that moment like, oh, we're gonna see Sheev, and then quickly I was like, oh wait, that ain't gonna happen.
Do you think it's a possibility though that we could see, as an old character such as Hera Syndulla? We know she's been cast for Rebels.
It would be like
for,
next
for,
season.
For Ahsoka, rather. We know Rebels is going on at the same time as what all this is. Maybe not this season, perhaps the next season. Because by the time we get season 2, we'll already have the Ahsoka show. And we know that Hera Syndulla, Sabine, the likes of these guys are all in the Ahsoka show. So is it possible and plausible that we could see some intertwining of these characters? Because we know how they like to intertwine characters between shows.
I don't feel it this season. I feel like they're kind of wanting to set up their own thing this season, but I don't know. But I think it is a possibility next season.
Yeah,
I really do, because it's this timeline. There's all of these characters are alive and well, and it feels like you could really visit some of this.
I agree. I think a second season makes sense. I also think it'll be super cameo-esque, where it's like people standing around a hollow screen, planning some battle or something like that, and like Hera or someone will say a word, and that'll be it. Like it'll be like a DH character or something. Well, they don't even have to DH because they're going to be pretty much the same. Or no, because Ahsoka is going to take place after Return of the Jedi, the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's really interesting, is the fact that she's still looking for Thrawn.
Yeah. They finally cast him. Same guy that did the voice.
Yep, thank God. And they've cast Ezra.
Nicholson. Ezra was not who they said it was going to be either. It wasn't the kid from Aladdin.
So they finally, which is funny, and it's funny because they've been they've been filming Ahsoka now for 5, 6, 7 months already. They started filming that back in, when was that, March that Filoni put that up?
Yeah, it may have been February.
I think it was February. You know what I'm talking about, the shot with the chair with his hat hanging on it, Ahsoka. So like we don't know. We don't fucking know really what's going on, but I just feel the likes of, if you look at the shows that are due out and what we're getting just now, and what we already have both in live action and in animation, a lot of these characters, I can just see it happening. We know we're going to get Saw Gerrera. We know that Saw Gerrera bumps into or mingles with the Rebels crew in the animated show. We know that. No, I don't see any reason as to why not. And it would be fantastic, actually. It would make perfect sense if that was to happen, to introduce people to those characters who maybe haven't seen Rebels.
Anybody that hadn't seen Rebels, I mean, you guys should first off stop watching this stream right now and go start it, because that is the best Star Wars series, hands down. Hands down.
For me, Rebels,
Star Wars series.
Rebels is better than Mando. It's better than everything.
I mean, Carter is a Vader fan. The Vader arc in that is the Maul arc in that is I mean, you
It
get
has,
the true
it
death of
has
Maul.
everything, right? It has everything. Rebels
Yeah,
has
it really
everything.
does. It really does. I mean, it's just
Time travel.
You know?
Time travel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Fucking
got Ahsoka,
the rock Jedi water buffalo.
Yeah.
Wildebeest.
Let's
Pretty
actually
awesome.
list what we have in the Rebels series, right? We've got the return of Ahsoka, we've got Maul, we've got Vader, we get Kenobi, obviously.
Yeah.
We get fucking Thrawn,
Rex, Gregor, and Wolf.
right? Exact. What don't we get in Rebel? We get everything. It's the best series hands down, and it's given whoever's writing, whether it's Filoni or whoever it is who's writing shows at the moment, because we're kind of focusing on this time period, right? Great potential to work with.
As lightsaber fans, you get several new lightsaber variants. You get the detachable emitter. You get the blaster lightsaber. You get Maul's newest lightsaber, which is that weird kind of combo cane, thing.
Yeah.
There's some cool shit, man. It's a great.
Carter, do you have your helicopter yet?
Which one? No, not yet. It comes in Friday. I'm not going to be here.
Oh, that's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, I know. I'll get it after.
Have y'all seen that video of Patrick Patchbots doing the actual moving Inquisitor? He's created a moving Inquisitor.
I've seen videos of one working like that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Catch up on some. What about you, Chopper?
Which one was Chopper in? Was he in?
Chopper was in Rogue One.
Rogue One? Okay, in the back.
Yeah, he's in the background.
Scenes and shit. Okay.
What about you, Carl?
What's
your overriding kind of thoughts on the series so far? What would you like to see? Do you think we're going to need some? Even though it's been told that we're not going to get a lot of fan service. Bullshit.
I think the fan service will be, and Elvis and I were talking about this earlier today. It's little things like this. So, Nemec, one of the last things that he said to Andor was climb, and that was the exact last thing that K2SO told Andor when he was in the big, tower. He told him right before he died. So I think it'll be subtle little things like that kind of show that they really understand, what the source material is about. But I just don't know. I mean, I think maybe we'll get like a Tarkin or something like that, but I'm just not feeling like I think this is about introducing new characters, and it's going to be about Andor.
I agree. I don't think we'll get like a ton of fan service. I don't think it'll be like, oh, and here's Obi-Wan. It's like, why? Why is he here, dude? I don't think, why is he here?
Yeah.
I think it will be things that do make sense. Like Tarkin makes a ton of sense for him to show up.
In that ilk though, I mean, shit, Ahsoka makes sense. If they brought somebody in, why not her? Because she was Fulcrum. She was really heavily involved.
You're bang on, right? You're bang on 110,000% right on that one. The problem with Ahsoka now is she's been used in Mandalorian, she's been used in Book of Boba Fett. They're going to use her in another.
And people are saying that she's being overused as well.
I would still be like, oh shit, it's Ahsoka.
I mean, granted, she is Filoni's fucking baby, right? I get it. But is she going to be overused? Or are they going to take, like I said, the opportunity to introduce characters in live action, maybe as a screen test or something? We know we've got Ahsoka, that's fine. But like Harrison Dula, like, Sabine Wren, we just don't know.
If they do, there's been no kind of leak of it either, which is going to be really impressive,
But why would there be, though? Because here's the thing. Rosario Dawson going in to film something isn't out of the fucking ordinary, because she's been doing stuff for ages. They could have been doing stuff when they were doing Book of Boba. They've been fucking filming this, right? They were filming this for like nearly 2 years. Nearly 2
Cal
years.
Kestis could show up.
Yo, bro,
he's gonna show up in one of these.
He's gonna show up one day.
As much as I would love that right now, right?
He's gonna show up one of these days.
We're in a time period of what? What time period are we in? So
It's 5 years after Survivor.
So
We
it's
don't even
5
know if
years
he's.
after Survivor.
We don't even know if he's. What happened to him in Survivor? Like we
Well,
don't
he's
even
gonna
know what
survive.
happened.
He's gonna live through it.
He's going to
Well,
survive.
yeah, but like,
because
what happens? Like,
They're already.
They're not gonna.
Yeah, they're not
gonna
going to show.
Yeah, they're not going to show him in this
Yes.
show and be like, "Hey, and here's a brand new character that's from the video game you haven't even played yet. 'Cause it's not even out yet. Enjoy." It's like, what? Why would they do that, dude? Would make no sense.
That's a good point, though. Cal Kestis has run around with Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, like one time.
Fucking Elvis.
Let it go, Sam. Let it go. Not
It
gonna
will not,
happen.
it will not happen in this show, dude.
It's absolutely not happening.
As soon as it does happen, we're going to go live, and you can tell us how. I've been saying
Oh,
this.
I
forever.
will eat it totally.
I'm gonna.
Six after parties of Obi-Wan. He talked about him showing up in every
Cal
single one.
Kestis, every single one. And then once he does show up in like just some random show, he's gonna be like, you know what, guys? I told y'all from day one.
BD1.
BD1 is on. He's on Tatooine. I mean, come on,
And then
everybody knows.
Jedi
How did he get
Survivor's
there?
gonna come out.
How did he get there?
That's not BD1. That's a whole different BD unit.
Oh, sure. We just know that he's BD. We don't know that he's not BD1.
They said it was a BD1.
Well,
didn't say
somebody
it was-
said that, but everybody knows that.
No, they
Kylo
said
is
it wasn't
alive.
him.
Yo,
No, it wasn't him.
yo.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. What the fuck's going on?
What are you doing?
You say what?
Are you going to put a poll up? Is Cal Kestis going to show up?
Nah.
Because I will
I'm
quickly
going
click no.
to show you what will literally happen if Cal Kestis shows up in any of this shit, right? I'll give you an accurate dictation of exactly what I will be looking like if Cal Kestis shows up in fucking anything, all right? This will literally be me.
You built it up too much.
That will be me. Seriously. But it's not going to happen. I've just stopped wanting Cal Kestis to fucking show up because I'm like, it's not going to fucking happen. And if it does happen, sweet. That will be me. Seth Sabers, what's going on, man? You're up late.
So somebody, let's not to dwell on Cal Kestis, but somebody pointed out to me the other day, and I never noticed it, that Ilum, after you finish the game, it becomes Star Killer Base.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Fuck
I was
you, First
exactly the
Order.
same. I only learned that not long ago too.
I can't
Of course, I had to go back and finish the game again, and then go back.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, they're right.
That game
I'm
When I
listening
heard
to
it, I didn't believe it. I had to go Google it, and I was like, "Oh wait!" They're like straight up
Oh,
saying, "Yes,
shit.
it is."
Yeah.
Which is nuts, because I'll tell you why that's nuts, because that is during the time of Empire. That isn't even during the time of First Order.
Yeah. No,
You know,
that's 30 years of mining or
it
stealing.
shows you how fucking far ahead that Palpatine. Palpatine was.
Jeez.
You know, he was so far ahead. Like he was always tensed. That for me,
They were talking about Jakku in 2 episodes ago, and that was all surrounding Palpatine's setting up his cloning and all of that.
Yeah, they are. Honestly, they are. If I have to admit, right, they had a massive fucking,
And that's the planet he got busy on, probably.
We don't know that he got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Ray's his
The
granddaughter.
old chick that was with him.
Who's Ray's mom?
I don't even know. I think she's some random person.
Palpatine's son's wife.
Yeah, she was there. She was in the movie.
Random person.
Both her parents were in the movie in the final movie that they were autocorrecting.
Yeah.
everything.
This is what I'm saying. Like what they're doing now with these shows, because we know they're a massive lashback from a lot of fans about the sequel movies, right? And fair enough, okay.
Who's Ray's grandma? Wait a minute. I need to figure this out now.
Well, somebody was saying that Palpatine was sleeping with that, like the bald alien chick that was always with him in the Senate pod.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Kinky.
She was like dark side leaning. Somebody knows what her name is. I forget.
Yeah, she was like pale as shit with like
Yeah,
purple
yeah.
eyeshadow on that.
Yeah.
How about?
Yeah.
But like, no, they are what they're doing in these shows, right? With little kind of insignificant bits of dialogue they're dropping in, like mentioning Jakku and all that kind of stuff. They're really making the sequels fucking relevant. You know,
They're trying.
Baldy McBaldhead.
I do want to just put this out there real quick, though. It is possible to like Rey and still dislike the sequels.
I completely agree.
I like Rey just fine. I like her just fine. I just don't like the sequels as a whole because the
I
story.
mean, I don't hate on them. Like, I get it. Like, I kind of get it. They had a timetable. They could have pushed back episode 9, but they were by the time who was the director that was pulled from that. You know, by the time he walked,
was it the Garth guy?
Yeah. Like, by the time he walked, they were committed, right? So they had to do something. They brought in JJ. JJ did a great job with The Force Awakens. It was a total reboot from A New Hope, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
but you're saying, dude, JJ, they shouldn't even brought in JJ. JJ can't finish shit, dude. He can start stuff perfectly, dude.
Yeah, and
He is horrible at finishing stories. That's a
man,
fact.
that's his wife. He can't finish for shit.
And he
the
says it
problem is that
himself.
they
He's
didn't
like,
have
yeah.
an idea for the trilogy when they started the whole thing. You don't go into a trilogy and finish the first movie and then hand it to the second guy who's
I
like,
think that
I got an idea.
I think JJ should have done the whole. If he started, he should have finished it. But he can't.
Yeah.
He can't finish it. But if he can't finish it, don't start it. Get him out of here. Just get someone else, dude.
What they should have
problem.
done. What they should have done.
The Force Awakens was great. I liked The Force Awakens a lot.
Yeah, everybody liked the Force Awakens.
The problem was they followed the same type of fucking pattern that they done the original sequel in. So, the original trilogy in, sorry. You know, different directors and all that kind of shit. They should have had 3 scripts, 3 movies, signed off, perfect sense, and then go and get who the fuck you want to make them.
Yeah,
because
and then they can be different movies feeling, but the story is there. Because Empire does not feel like Star Wars, does not feel like Jedi. You know, they're all, but there's a cohesiveness to them. Now,
yeah.
I don't know. And Kylo's costume gets progressively worse as the movies go on.
That is so true.
Yeah,
I just want to come in this comment. I really enjoyed JJ's Star Trek.
Doesn't he go shirtless in the third one, though?
That was the second one.
Oh, it was the second one? You're right. It does.
Force smelled with her.
It just keeps getting worse.
They should have just kept his shirt off for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And
give him the scar there. Give him the scar.
The thing is, like,
maybe bottomless too.
Could you imagine that fucking Death Star fight scene with him completely topless? It'd have been a fucking L'Oreal advert, man. Like, that's what would have fucking happened.
With the waves crashing. And...
Yeah, the hair fucking going everywhere and shit. You know, just Well,
the Kylo Sims would have just been.
Who kisses who in the end?
She kisses him and
So this is the character you like, Rey? Her name is, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You like that character? She's the one that made out with Kylo at the end. That guy that's been trying to kill her for 3 movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's the one who took the name of the hermit who hated her and treated her like shit, but denounced. She could have. Look, I would have accepted Solo
behind these sequels
better. I would have accepted Palpatine better. I understand Skywalker, that was just kind of like whatever. That's almost like let's make it fit the title of the movie, it just didn't. But I don't hate her as a character. I'm sorry, I don't.
As a character, she's really, really good, right?
Yeah,
and
she's Luke.
Like I said,
she's very Luke. Orphan, desert planet, sassy droid, puts her on a mission. Very Luke.
It's almost like they watched the original trilogy and said, "Hey, Let's do it
Let's
again.
do this.
Let's do it again, dude. Let's not do anything else. Let's do it
What
again.
else do we need? Han Solo. Okay, we'll get Han Solo.
We'll kill him right away, but
Yeah, I mean that's okay. So yeah, and I don't want. I'll stop dwelling on the sequel. But how do you make that fucking movie and not have Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill in a scene together?
And Carrie Fisher.
You kill Han
Yeah,
Solo
all three of
before
them.
Luke and Han have a chance to get together. Or
Because it's
or
not
Carrie.
about them anymore. It's about the new generation, right?
Well,
It's
yeah, fine. If you want to kill him, but let Luke at least see him die. That'll give me a little emotion.
They did. They wasted Finn. I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
like
yeah.
how
Sure.
Finn
They wasted Finn.
They didn't
Yeah,
just
and now they
waste
have-
it. They gave him Rose. They're like, let's waste it and make it shittier. Like,
Yeah. Let's make
Yeah.
it seem like he's force sensitive, even to the point where he's telling Ray that little, "Hey, I need to tell you something," and then never finishes it. But it
Never.
will never,
Dude,
will never.
I hate The Rise of Skywalker. I'll be real. I hate that movie. It's so bad.
That is,
That's my least favorite Star
I
Wars movie.
think,
It
gonna
makes
be
me so
my
upset.
least. It's gonna be. It's between that, honestly, and Clones for me. I'm sorry, I love Clones. Hate that movie.
I'm right with Attack of the Clones.
So it's gonna be one of those two for my least favorite Star Wars movie.
Rise of Skywalker didn't commit to anything. They didn't commit to nothing.
I've covered everything that I had on my notes for the episode except for one thing. And I told all these guys I thought this was funny. When I watched the episode a second time, and the doctor at the end, that's kind of the mix between Maz Kanata with the glasses and Lobot with that little weird, head thing. His name is Dr. Quad Paws. I thought that was cool. And that's everything I've got for the episode.
He's got 4 hands and they call him quad paws.
Quad Paws.
I think that's pretty funny.
I'm just reading something just now because I'm trying to see if I missed anything because, I'm dopey as shit right now.
Did Gorman die? Did the Imperial officer die? I saw he got shot, but I don't know
They
if he
all
died.
died. Everyone died except for Andor and the girl. And
Okay.
the other girl who, is something to talk about.
It seemed
Why-
like she was supposed to just walk away because she didn't really
Well,
have a chance
she-
to get down to the shuttle
She
anyway.
looked sad or scared or something when she was walking away. And all I can think about is the 8 people she had tied up in that room or whatever.
Why do
Like,
you think she offed him?
did she have to,
Kill the kid?
assassinate every one of them and then leave the room? Like,
Well, the kid was sick anyway. I mean, he was always sick, so
did they kill the
he's
kid?
doing us a
Like,
favor.
yeah. I also think it's kind of funny. So he's that one character, the not consulate. What was his title? Anyway, the one
Commandant.
character,
The commandant.
commandant. So he's like the proverbial, empire picture. Just fat and satisfied, and like
He's a
people mean
governor.
nothing. Cultures mean nothing. They're just, I have to deal with smelling them for 10 minutes. And then he does like, I don't know, a half-hour hard labor and he dies. Like,
Has a heart attack. Sit there holding his arm and has a heart attack.
like, man, you're tough. You had to push
Yeah.
around a cart and you're like,
Space travel made his uniform shrink.
I thought he was funny.
I do like one thing that happened this week is that pretty much everyone died.
You like that?
Yeah.
Care
Why I
to
said it like that.
share more?
Well, I do, because I tell you why. I don't think those characters were going anywhere. Right? They served their purpose.
Mhm.
They're not going to go away with Andor. They're not going to be, I think that trying to incorporate all those characters into the greater story going through would never have worked. It's about Andor, not Andor and the 7 dwarfs. Like I did like that they done that because that gives me personally a little bit more kind of a sense of direction as to where we're going, you know.
So I have a feeling that something in all of this is going to tie Andor to this specific robbery. Whether it's some type of footage, somebody's going to see something that ties Andor to it. They're already looking for him in this other thing, so they're going to know it's him. And he's basically not wanting to be involved with the rebellion, will be 100% tied to the rebellion. So I think that's how he's kind of sucked into it.
Yeah, perhaps.
I like Mark's comment.
Does anyone
Not often you say it's a good thing everyone died, but I agree this time.
does anyone think that he is going to completely, just give the middle finger to the rebellion and walk away, and then somehow get dragged back in?
I
They're
would
gonna
love to
go
see
after
middle finger in
Bix
Star
or-
Wars, actually.
Well, we've got shit so far.
I would lose my mind if we got a middle finger in Star Wars. I was actually reading something saying that, like, there's a lot of stuff in this show that just, it doesn't feel like Star Wars, but, like, give it a pass. Like Jesse was saying, like, there's, like, the big, like, headphones, like that one, what do you call it? Satellite dude who was, like, trying to get all the communications. His headphones are just normal pilot headphones or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got people just wearing normal clothes. Like
They
someone had a hoodie. at
slightly
one point.
modified AK-47.
Yeah, exactly. There's like, then like even on the farm at the very end, there was like something in the back that was like, oh, this is like a real farm. There's like a lot of stuff in here that just like isn't like a lot of like Star Wars feeling. So what I'm trying to like say is I wouldn't be surprised if we get a middle finger. That's what I'm saying.
I was going to say what Matt said there. You asked, do you think Andor's going to give the middle finger and come back? I think that manifesto could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
I also think that we're going to lose Bix,
Bix.
whatever.
I think Bix. The Empire is on that planet. We know
also,
they just set up.
Cassian know that his mom's dead?
Is she dead?
Or no, is she still alive?
No, she just got roughed up.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that the blonde lady at the internal
the white the white suits.
The white suits, yeah. So the blonde lady of the white suits, I think now that 80 million credits have gone missing, I think she's gonna be like, and I could attract it to there. Like, here's what's going on. Deidre. And I think shows up the giant slice pizza.
You're a bastard.
But I think Deidre is going to get a voice all of a sudden. People are going to listen. I think she needs someone who has seen Andor and know what his moves are and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be Cyril.
So
I think that's how he gets back in, and he goes to the planet.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, goes after Andor's mom and Bix.
And the old girlfriend, yeah. I think that's the loss he suffers, and that's when he's committed. But I think that
all blame it on Tim with 2 M's.
I noticed you spelled your name with 2 M's.
From now on, I'm going to do that.
What do we think Cyril's place is going to be? We didn't see him at all this week.
No, I think eventually, I love Elvis's idea there, but I think eventually he's going to go rebellion. I really do.
Good. I think they've already pre-established that he is allowed to be psychotic because of his mom and have some real psychological issues. So,
yeah, what do we think he's going to be set up with from Uncle whoever it is?
I think he'll be a bad.
Security was not his field.
Check this out, yo. No, check this out. Is that a pepperoni passion by any chance? I don't know. It's just a local company called Boss Pizza. Just pepperoni. It's fucking awesome. Just going back to what you said there, Tim, actually, about, or was it you, Elvis? About Cyril joining the rebellion. How is that going to go? Like, if he did, and Andor and him came face to face, that'd be fucking great.
I don't think so.
I just feel it. I feel like he's gonna see the bad side of the Empire working for the Empire.
Not everything is like Rebels. Not everything turns out that the guy chasing him the entire series
right.
was actually Fulcrum. Like like.
Man, if we
I'm
could
the
get
spy.
him. What's that dude's name? Second Fulcrum. What the hell was his name? Yeah, if we could get a live action him with those mutton chops.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either.
Agent
Doesn't
Callus.
matter. That show sucked.
Callus,
Don't ever
there you
watch
go.
Rebels. It sucked.
Agent Callus.
Those mutton chops, man, they were fucking impressive.
He had an accent too, didn't he? I mean, everyone in Star Wars does, but
Yeah, he had a
That's
kind of
so
a pompous,
funny.
that highfalutin British royalty accent.
Yes, that's one. Yeah.
Everyone who's part of the Empire, like everyone has an accent. There's not one person who doesn't have an accent with the
It's
Empire.
funny, man.
If they're all
For-
officers, they all have an accent.
For shooting in England, shooting the first movie in England, all the extras get British accents, and then hey,
Yeah.
okay, so
It's
carry that
hilarious,
along
man.
forever and
The
ever.
whole empire just has that fucking
Yeah,
pompous English accent. It's hilarious.
and the peasants can be American.
Yeah,
And
all
Scottish.
the stormtroopers are American. The more higher up you get, the more is like the thicker the accents gets.
Also known better as Hux.
Yeah, you
I'm
want
the
to see
spy.
something funny?
the
Look
better
up
Hux. Hux is the guy from the sequels.
the video of David Prowse, the New Hope scenes where it's him actually
Yeah.
doing the audio. Oh my god, it's so funny.
It's an angry Scottish fucking bodybuilder just shouting at someone.
Yeah, and he thought he was going to actually be doing it too, but it's good. They made the right decision bringing in that other guy.
Yeah, that other guy. That
That
other
other
guy.
I don't know if y'all heard. He signed over his voice.
Yeah.
It's like every ad that I got on Instagram for like 3 weeks was James Earl Jones, no longer.
He did, man. He got screwed.
Yeah, he did. I watched that documentary on him a few years back.
I met him.
I know. I remember
I mean,
that
he's
story.
seriously like,
It's cool.
I was in a little bitty Catholic. My entire Catholic school my grade had 12 people in it. So the entire kindergarten till 8th grade was maybe 200 kids. And David Prowse came to our school and talked to us it was after Jedi, because I took a Jedi comic book that I had. So it was like 87. I was in 7th grade, and he came and talked to us. He was the Green Crosscode Man, which is, you probably know, Sam. He was like a safety guy in Great Britain that would tell kids how to cross the street and, don't talk to strangers and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, Green
Like
Cross
McGrath
Code.
of Great Britain. So he came in that outfit, which is this, look it up online. It's really kind of ridiculous. It's this big green cross and white shoulders and green boots and a whole white, almost a Power Ranger. Imagine a Power Ranger suit without the helmet. And he came and talked to us a little bit about that, but then spent the rest of the time just basically answering Star Wars questions, and talking about how in the fight between him and Obi-Wan, he was the one that was having to take more breaks than Alec Guinness because that armor was so heavy on him. Even though he's the big bodybuilder, Alec Guinness could go like twice as long as he could go. But yeah, he was neat. He was a nice guy. And I was a Star Wars freak even back then, so it was that kind of imprinted on me.
And that's saying something as well, though, that Alec Guinness can go twice as long, because Alec Guinness was fucking old.
Yeah, it was.
And I think Prowse at the time was like, what, in his 40s?
Probably like not even. He's probably in
Not
his
even.
30s now.
Late 30s?
Hmm.
Maybe? I don't know. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They did a good job with the AI with Kenobi with his voice.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was some good sounding Darth Vader.
that was a good sounding robot. Speaking
So
of
with
which,
his answer, when you asked Ewan about that, his answer, I don't know, they haven't gotten back to me about it. You think that's just kind of a standard answer from him, or do you think they're really in talks? Can we do another season?
I think they're genuinely in talks, because when he said that, his face kind of went a little bit like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I kind of feel like,
Guy lied for 10 years. I think he's used to lying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I threw him off beforehand, though, because I wasn't talking about Star Wars at first. I was talking about his motorbike show that he does with his buddy, and they go around the world and stuff.
Yeah.
Get him
Long way around.
off the subject, and then wham!
I just kind of feel like if there wasn't going to be a second series, it would be a straight up no. It was a one and done, blah blah blah, standard answer. But I mean, like, Making Star Wars reported it way back in May that the season 2 had been greenlit already, and those guys are never wrong about anything.
And he's been very open about, if the story's right, I'll revisit the character, and I'd love to. I think you can get more in there. No, you don't even have to have Vader.
Yeah.
And you can tell another story that pleases everybody.
Well, I mean,
I respectfully disagree. I think people are just going to be like, "Where's Vader?"
Yeah.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing that makes me think that it's gonna happen is because immediately after Kenobi, he was doing well. After they'd finished filming Kenobi, which was like this time last year, he was doing press for a different film, and his hair was completely short. On Saturday, his hair's getting long again.
Mm-hmm.
Beard,
no beard.
No, he had no beard. He had stubble, no beard.
Yeah.
What a fucking smile, though. That's what I'm gonna say. What a smile. Oh yeah.
What a smile.
What a smile.
An expensive smile.
What a fucking smile.
I mean,
Did he
look
smell
at
good?
look at his teeth and train spotting, and look at him now.
I'm not gonna
He
lie.
smell good? He smell good.
I seen the photograph, and I thought, fucking hell, I fancy him myself. Like, that was it.
He's got his arm around you and everything, dude. Look at that.
So
He's loving it.
the hair's getting a little bit long again. I noticed that straight away. I was like, all right, okay, hair's getting a bit long. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I
tell you what, I would be all smile. I'd be like, yeah, that's $100 right there.
Like 250.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, he gets, they get some, he gets some. That's 150. You want me to sign it? Yeah, I'll sign it too. That's another 100.
It was a great weekend. It was fantastic to meet him. So about 5 minutes or so, just chatting away with him about various things.
But that's what's awesome is because you guys both paid for it, and neither one of you feel like you got ripped off from that, do you? No, it's well worth to me. Absolutely worth the money that you. So this is a win-win-win-win. Everybody wins.
Oh yeah. If he does do Celebration, and he's rumored to be doing Celebration, I will totally pay again to get an autograph this time. I couldn't get my fucking plaque signed. I paid for a photograph. I thought I paid for a photograph and an autograph. No, I paid for a photograph.
Yeah, I was going to say the price is double.
Well, originally when the tickets went up, it did say photograph and autograph, but then they fucking changed it. So I feel a little bit cheated, but at the same time, love that. Awesome. I've got a frame coming for it and shit. It's going to go up in here somewhere. I would totally pay again at Celebration to have him sign the plaque and whatnot. But he was all round. He was just really, really pleasant. He was, thanks for coming. How are you? How's your weekend going? Have you come far? It was just like, genuinely fucking happy to be there. That's the first convention he's done in Scotland for a long time.
That's crazy.
His family was there. I was standing talking to his brother Alistair, aka Obi-2.
The pilot.
The pilot, yep, standing talking to him for about 5-10 minutes, and Dave from Padawan Outpost had a saber with him from Cal, at KR, and it was a Desert Wanderer with a full master chassis.
Nice.
And the plan was to give that to you, and it was all set up, and then we don't know what fucking happened, man. Like, Dave asked me to come and record it for Cal, so I was fucking super excited. I was like, yes! And then for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. So we actually found Alistair, and we showed it to Alistair, and you know, said, look, here's some business cards. Could you please give them to your brother or his agent or someone, and ask him to maybe get in contact with? We would love to give this to him. It's a gift for him. He deserves it. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But that was a shame. Like, that was a real shame. You know, that was a real shame. But he was overall.
I wonder what he does with all the gifts at the end.
I wonder if he's ever, you know, because the lightsabers they used, I'm sure that they lit up, but I don't know if they probably didn't have sound with them. I wonder if he's ever really swung a really good sounding lightsaber, because that would probably be impressive to him, I would think.
Oh,
he had no problem swinging around my saber trio with the Kyberphonic Ben font.
It's just so cool, dude. I would never wash that saber.
I even set it up so that when I was in front of him, it would turn on and it would say, "It's just Ben," and then it would turn on. And I was expecting him to be like, "That's pretty cool," but it's like, "It's one of those for me." Like,
yes.
He was a pretty cool guy. Very cool. And because you know, like, you know, you hear horror stories, don't you, about meeting celebrities and whatever. Although I met them, he was a dick. Like,
yeah,
I didn't think it was going to be that way, because I'd seen you, obviously, Elvis, and I'd seen quite a few other people who had met him over the last kind of several months. But it just seemed so genuine and very humble as well. Very, very humble. You know, he was very kind of thankful and grateful. And, thanks for coming. How's your weekend? All that kind of stuff. So it was great.
My favorite story that he shared, I think, on Graham Norton was the how he always does the little motion at the sliding doors to stores and stuff like that. And he's like, it's always just a little joke to me, and I hope no one sees it, except I kind of hope they do see it. I think that's the perfect, you know, how to articulate Obi-Wan Ewan, how much he enjoys being, you know, in Star Wars, and, you know, just the fact that he's playful with it. You know what I mean?
That's not your favorite story, though. The favorite story that he tells is that's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that's the best one ever, man.
About the kid racing.
Fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And I've seen it in his eyes. That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. You idiots! You. No, he's just. I just don't know. I was very pleased, put it that way, with my experience. Well worth the $200, you know. Good picture, good conversation, good experience, and what a fucking smile, man! I mean, holy shit!
What a smile, dude!
One of the perks of the whole 501st thing, like all at Pensacon, all of those guys were there with, you know, pictures of them with Moff Gideon, and they didn't pay for any of it, you know, because they're there in full uniform, and you're not paying for the cons either, typically. So
yeah,
I built the suit for however many $1,000, and I'll get into like a free con for it. There you go. only 20 of these things, and it pays for itself.
Yeah, that suit will pay for itself in years to come.
Exactly. So who wants to commission me to make them one? Come on now.
It's a fucking investment, dog. It's an investment.
It's like you're making money off of it, honestly.
I'm still waiting to see what's going on with this fucking Revan. Apparently, my buddy Jess has got a friend who's already doing a test print for the armor.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything back in like 2 weeks, so I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't take that long to print.
Well, I think he's painting it as well, just to see how it would come out. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm now looking for a way to try and get like an Arcan pauldron made, because he's got this pauldron that kind of comes up, you know. Because the cosplay I've found, that's an expensive cosplay, by the way, Arcan. It's like $150 just for the fucking robes.
Oh yeah, no, that's anything. The soft parts is more expensive than the armor for
Yeah.
you know.
Like holy shit! So
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
thinking,
expensive shit. Like a Kylo will cost you like sometimes it's like $2,000, $3,000 because of all the
No.
layers that are involved in it and all the fabric with it.
my
And the
buddy
expensive
picked
part
up
of a Vader is all the fabric.
My buddy picked up a pretty good Kylo for about $350.
Yeah.
And is the material the highest quality? No, of course it's not. But it
Yeah,
looks
they don't even. So it's the fabric that they used is called It's Yaya basket weave, and they don't make it anymore. So in order to make a new Kylo, you've got to basically go on the Facebook forums or the 501st forums and find these people that have hoarded this. You know, and people are saying they're like, I've got 6 yards of it that I'm not using, and people fucking come in and snap it up. But yeah, that's the problem that you'll run into with a lot of these costumes too.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how many people are going to be cosplaying Andor come Celebration. I don't know. Anyway,
There's a couple people already doing it that, you know, you get the right jacket. It's not bad.
yeah,
I've seen
Right,
people
Jack.
do the new
Get the right
Imperial
jacket.
armor, the kind of armored, you know, regular soldiers. I've already seen mock-ups of that.
I would love to do a Death Trooper cosplay.
Talk about the undersuit for a Death Trooper. Again, the armor kit will cost you about $600, but the undersuit is going to be almost another $1,000 because it's it's all this really weird ribbed fabric, and you've got to get somebody to sew it for you. And I mean, it's ridiculous. I was thinking about because I got 2 armors coming, and I was going to do a Death Trooper, and then I talked to the guy. And he's like, "Yeah, no, you don't."
Yeah, see that's the thing, you know. There was a wicked mall at the con at the weekend. There was a great Vader, so many Bobas and Mandos, and it's actually overdone over here now. I don't know about the States, but like I think
My favorite is the Mandalorian mercs, though. Like when they got all the custom Mandos.
Well, it's
they
such
were
a-
there.
Look badass.
with
They were there, man.
3D
They were
printing, it's
awesome.
such an easy thing to do because you buy a flight suit or a jumpsuit, and then you're printing like 6 pieces, 7 pieces, and it's easy to put on. I mean, it's just Velcro attaching it, so it's not a hard armor to do, and it's that's why. But yeah, like he said, you get this parade of 50 of these guys, and every single one of them is different. It's it's very
It's
cool.
it's very impressive. It's very impressive. What about you, Car? You got cosplay lined up? What are you doing, man?
I do. That free font that I released for the character that I just kind of like made up. I'm gonna cosplay him. I already have gloves made. I got the shirt. I got the pants. I gotta get boots. I got the robe. Waiting on Elvis for the big old bowcaster because he's gonna have a bowcaster. It's gonna be sick.
You're gonna carry the bowcaster with that character?
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be like strapped on him. It's gonna be so sick. The sabers is 0.2. The one that's all weathered and wrapped. Yeah, that's my cosplay. And then I was actually looking into Revan myself because I have both the hilts. And the other one comes back tomorrow, but I'm not gonna get it tomorrow. So that kind of sucks. Yeah.
Revan's another one that you can find a good like $100, $150 base costume, on one of the little costume sites, and then just build your own armor around that. That'll really be, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them have it on like Amazon. Just get the fabrics.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few Revens out there.
Once I get my own place, I'm gonna have just like mannequins set up, just in like suits. I want to have like Nihilus, Revan, Vader.
I mean, that's a little bit weird, man. Having your shit on a mannequin.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna have like 3 of them lined up on a wall. I think it's sick.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna end. I think I'm gonna have to buy some tickets. They're not expensive. It's like $99 on Amazon for the mannequin.
I've seen some that are like very posable too.
I wish that this one, because he's only straight armed, but yeah, I wish I could get one that was articulate because that would be better.
I've seen some people that have like the ones that are like articulate and all that. I want to get those because those are like you can like have someone.
You're gonna spend more on the mannequin than you do on the cosplay.
It's hey worth it because like someone comes into your room, be like, whoa, these are like real life, and then like it jumps at you.
Ninja.
I got
You're a
you.
ninja.
You know, it might have been Big Fred Props. I don't remember, but one of the prop places that I follow on Instagram, they have a mannequin where you print off the arm, the leg, the whatever.
Yes, I saw
And
a
then there's
YouTube
articulating
video.
pieces that go in between them. And he's got his Mando set up on it, which is pretty cool. Because if you want him to be shaped like that, you can.
That might
How
have been what I've
How
seen.
much would that cost though in PLA to print a 6 foot?
I don't
I
know.
mean, I don't think it's going to be hollow, super hollow, is it? Maybe it is, but
Yeah, I mean, like this backpack, like I think I shared a video with you when it was halfway done, so you could see down into it. It's got kind of like a
it's
waffle
going to be
cone
that
pattern.
honeycomb kind of.
Yeah. So I happen to print this with 15% infill. So I mean, it almost feels solid, but it's only 15% infill. A lot of people print like 5% infill, so there's barely nothing in the middle.
I like that. I saw my buddy's he's almost completed. He's only got one leg to do on his life-size battle droid, and it's fully articulate.
Nice.
So
That's
that
cool.
one's, I mean,
I want to print one of those too. I was thinking about maybe starting with a pit droid.
Yes. Or BD.
A BD. I downloaded a BD file. I want to do a BD. I think that'd be cool. It's just BD, I think, will be hard to paint because he's got a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, you can paint him whatever, though. That's a great thing in the game.
Right.
He's got so many different paint schemes.
Yeah. I just made a sports themed Mandalorian helmet this week. I did a Astros themed Mandalorian helmet.
Oh, nice.
And I made it for an 8-year-old because my son wanted me to make it for his friend. And I was like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to make something for your friend. And he's like, Dad, you do that like literally all the time.
Yeah.
He got you there. He got you there.
What's the Astros? That's baseball, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yes. Yeah, it's baseball.
Baseball. I know a little bit. I just found an STL file for the Arcan fucking arm.
Nice.
The shoulder armor, the cauldron or whatever it's called?
No, the robotic arm and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So it's like the kind of pauldrony thing with the robotic. Oh, yeah, man.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Galactic Armory does Echo's arm from Bad Batch, with the...
Yes, the little spinning.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, no, I need to get us one pretty soon, actually, because I've been invited down to the Comic-Con in Manchester in December, and I definitely want to go and just do it in cosplay.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, I think so.
Matthew, if you found an STL for like a Batman Mandalorian thing, shoot it over to me or shoot me a link. I'll take a look at it.
You all played Overwatch 2? Not yet, actually. I've got it downloaded, but I haven't had time.
A good episode. Cole likes it.
Hey, Cole, what's going on, bro?
He's been waiting for something to happen.
Well, I mean, I thought it was a good episode. We got
It was. We got the heist. We got the laser gun battle. We got Thor's Rainbow Bridge Bifrost.
Mm-hmm.
We got TIE fighters blowing the fuck up.
Yep.
TIE fighter pilots doing their little woo, 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 woo. I don't know what the hell that is that they do. I'm assuming.
I know the flight control systems for
it's like
so weird.
whoa, and then they blow up. It's fun. It's fun. We got the death of everybody's favorite character, that little kid. We got Dr. Quad Paws.
That was fucking nuts. All hail the moderator. Yeah, I made Cole a moderator a while back.
Yeah, his manifesto will live on, Cole. His manifesto
I think it
will
was
live
like
on.
a joke, but then I don't know what happened. I just didn't figure out how to take it off. I don't know. How do you change tracks to mono files on Audacity?
Settings.
You need to go to your sound file, click the down arrow, and go down to split to mono.
Google it.
Google it.
Oh,
That's my
In
answer.
fact, Carter, when you're back, you need to show me how to use Reaper.
oh, Reaper is.
Yeah, man. You need to show me how to use it, man. I can't figure that shit out for a life, man.
That might be the reason why those files, because they don't sound like that in Reaper. Like that's how I made all the fonts.
I didn't have the problem with that with the GFO files. It's just I downloaded them tonight real quick and just fired a Sith Ignition into Audacity. Changed the bit rate to 44,100 and it just sounded weird. It's like 31,500 it goes in as. I don't know why it goes in at that, but change it and it just goes all strange. The world's worst mod badge. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to change that, dude.
Wait, what's his badge? I didn't even see it.
It's a spanner.
Check out what Matt sent me.
Yo,
Oh, that's sick. That is.
that's cool as
That's
fuck.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's long though. It's
Yeah, man.
really
I'm just
long.
trying to find some fucking actual cosplay shit, man, because I've got these fucking gorgeous fucking masks and
Dude,
shit.
look at it from the back.
Fucking
That's-
use them.
It's even cooler
Yeah.
from the back.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
that is sick. That is super sick.
Yeah, no, I want to be using these fucking helmets that Elvis done, man. Like, fuck.
Matt, if you just want this
Oh,
painted
shit.
black,
Whoa.
nothing fancy, it'd be pretty easy. I say that, but
Cole, I do have to get with you after I do the next two. Well, I say next two. It's like the next 10. After the next 10 fonts I make, or 11. I have to get with you about X-Men because I have no idea what to do.
dude, we could make this with a red visor, so it's like Hellbat. That would be pretty badass.
That'd be
Oh, yeah,
cool as
that'd
shit, man.
I happen to have a red visor.
It doesn't let me split the stereo to mono, it's blacked out. Haven't came across that before. It's weird. Sorry, dude, pass. I don't know. I've always been able to split a stereo into a mono. Oh. Any new sabers, anyone?
Yes. Always happening, dude. Always happening.
So everyone said
Present.
that they're not going to buy any more sabers, and they got more sabers. Yes.
Yep. I came home from Edinburgh with one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it the Desert Wanderer you were supposed to give to Ewan? Because that would be hilarious.
Tried that.
It's Cal Kestis.
Tried
It's
that.
another Cal Kestis.
No. it's
Speaking
not.
of Cal Kestis,
Are you showing us something?
Who, me or Tim? I don't know.
You?
oh no, yeah, no, I don't have. I
Oh,
haven't gotten any new sabers.
Judge me by my size, do you?
Yoda.
Nice.
Is that the LGT?
It's fucking killer, man.
Little bit of
Train
plug in there.
yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Wait for my sins of steel.
Really nice. It's heavy. It's made of brass. It's chromed brass.
I said I was done getting new sabers this year. I need to
Yeah,
get a saber
3 weeks
trio.
ago you said that.
Yeah, I said I need to get a saber trio. Nah, the second sister and the Revan, I've had those for a while. I've had this for a while. They just need to be installed. No, but my new one, I need a saber trio. Like, I need one. It'll be much easier to do fonts with one of those or that.
You have a saber trio.
I do, but it's a cross guard. But I don't want to use it for like font stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I want to get one where it's like, all right, give me like the Skylar or the Arclight, and then 24-inch blade, and boom, I can put all my custom fonts on there.
Mm-hmm.
and use that as like my little showcase demo one. Because I was using this.
Tiny, dude. It's like literally tiny.
I was using my Super Stunt Vader, but what I found out about Golden Harvest, if you have too many fonts on it, it will just crap on you. Look at that thing.
Size doesn't matter with the Force, so I've heard. All depends on the Force.
I got this one from Cole.
Yeah.
Really,
Zach,
really amazing.
Zach still has mine. I'll give you one of mine for a custom basement fonts.
Oh no, it's actually.
Oh, dude, your Cyclops one.
Yeah, I do. Cyclops would be easy because it's just a laser.
This is the only fonts I'll put on the saber.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm Qui-Gon Jinn. At last we will have revenge.
Just those three. That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
respect.
Yeah,
I found out if you put like 25 or more fonts on Golden Harvest, like a lot of the sound fonts would just start glitching a little bit. It's not like really bad, but like there are like it will just be it'll be enough to where you'd be like, that's weird. It's because you got too many. That's what I found out. Because it has this has 25 on it, and when I was like clashing, it wouldn't like register all the way. I would clash it and would wait, and then it would do the clash. I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But I'm not the type of person to be like, all right, 50 fonts on a saber.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't bother me, but I'm like, oh, but I know there's gonna be people out there who'd be like, all right, 50 fonts, here we go.
I'm gonna turn my. I think the Skinny Flex. I think. Yeah, I think this. I'm gonna turn it into a direct connect.
There you go. I would like to get direct connect, but
It's really simple. It's literally just unsoldered the speaker and solder on a fucking 3.5 audio jack.
Yeah.
Really, really fucking simple. So
Soldered on.
Yeah,
soldered on. And I just need to get when I get my fucking jack, I'm gonna send it up to Ryan and see if his cousin can design me something like an insert for the chassis, and I'm going to put a GST on it so I can just hot swap it on and off with the speaker.
There you go.
So just
Could probably get Cole to design something. I think he's been doing some 3D stuff.
CFX does have a lot of memory. That's why I keep saying
there we go.
Need direct connect. Whoa.
He's like, show me that X-Men font.
I just need to set everything up for direct connect. So I'd have my font demos be a little better. Like the 3 I posted today, that was rushed because I didn't have a lot of time, and plus I wanted to get it done before I left for a week. So I kind of rushed those. It's fine. No, it's fine. A direct connect would definitely.
Tony's saying his 8.9 Dooku got delayed to November. I've heard that the 8.9 Dooku's have been completely delayed until early to mid 2023.
Wow.
That's what I've been told.
Wow. Even SP, is he doing his?
I've lost all hope of getting that thing. He was supposed to have them at the end of September. I asked them about them last week, and then all of a sudden they're coming in next week. So if I don't have it by the end of November, then charge back.
Cole, that would be sick. Now I'm thinking about it. I could get like one replica. Well, could one replica hold a CFX? Boards are pretty wide. Super Stunts are kind of narrow. What I'm thinking, depends on where it opens from as well. I don't know.
Well, shopping at Ultimate Works will be full.
Which one replica held
Nice
did you
one.
use?
Which one do I use? I was trying to use this one, but like this is already installed with Golden Harvest. But then they also have like a Qui-Gon and a Graflex one. But I think
The Graflex one I know would take CFX for sure because that's a 1-inch inner diameter. That can take a 28 millimeter speaker.
Okay, so it would probably be Graflex be the best bet.
I know it's because the Darth Vader one, the SSMP, that one can only go 24 millimeter, but the Graflex one can do a 28 millimeter.
A Graflex would be the best bet for it. Dang, dude. I'm actually kind of hyped on these next fonts I'm going to be doing because they're not Star Wars at all. And I'll be like, I can do whatever I want and no one can't say anything.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up because one thing.
No, you're not, dude. No, you're
not.
Dude.
I need to, man.
We're going for another 7
I
hours.
have
Shut this shit down.
5 days, man. Real quick, I'll just go around. Start with Tim, then Carter, then Elvis. Are we going into another 3-episode arc as such, or are we just now?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that he's going to go back to mom and the family, and some shit's going to go wrong there. And that'll be the next 3. And I think the stories will start to intertwine more. We'll see Cyril and Deidre and Luthen, all of them simultaneously as these stories kind of come together.
Carter?
I definitely think it will be in 3-episode arc. I think it's a good kind of like formula they kind of set up. Yeah, I don't see why not. I am hoping for Saw Gerrera the next episode, and if not, then we'll get him in the last 3 episodes. If you're going that way, I think it would make more sense if it's the last 3 episodes. But speaker pod, premium speaker pod. But I think it would make more sense if it's the last 3 episodes. But I just want him now because I would really like Saw Gerrera.
Elvis?
Yeah, I really think that they're going to choose, the 3 or 4 big events for the whole series, and so every episode's going to lead into those 3 or 4 events. Yeah, I mean the next episode, because we don't have Skarsgård. I'm blanking on his name, Luthen. So Luthen right now is smiling and excited because he knows that they got the credits. Yeah. He doesn't know everyone's dead. You know, like there's going to be some aftermath still, and there's going to be that internal, whatever, the white uniform people. They're going to have to start setting stuff up. So I think we're going to see a lot of setup before we even get to what the next big challenge is.
Yeah, I think so. I'm with Carter. I kind of hope that. First of all, I think we're heading into another 3-episode kind of, chunk. But I really do hope we start to get now a little bit more in terms of, get Saw Gerrera, get his kind of guerrilla, rebel kind of,
I think we're going to get more of the Empire being Empire-y. Them kind of forcing their will on people and showing the reason that the rebellion kind of exists.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think we will get more action too in all of these episodes with just more blatant violence. Whether it's Empire on civilians or Saw Gerrera on Empire and civilians just not caring.
If anything, so Luthen's been using Mon Mothma as funding, and she's been routing it through charities and stuff that she makes. Now he's got an influx of credits, and he doesn't really need her. He could go to someone like Saw now and be like, let's go fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
I
feel like there's going to be different. You're going to see that it is not all one big cozy rebellion.
Oh, yeah. No, it's far from an alliance at this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with all of this.
I kind of really... What if we went away for 3 episodes and we were with the Empire for 3 episodes?
Oh my gosh, I'd lose my mind because I love the Empire, dude. I love all their stuff. So interesting.
No,
I would.
I don't find Cyril interesting, but
I could watch Qyburn from Game of Thrones. That dude, I could watch that dude an entire episode on nothing but what he's doing.
I'd watch a whole series on the Empire, dude. Gosh, be so sick.
I mean, it would be interesting, if it's going to go like full-blown Empire doing Empire-y things, being fucking brutal. It'd be interesting to kind of maybe even maybe not 3 episodes, a bit much, but maybe 1 and a bit. Just setting something up, and then all of a sudden something other. That might work for the last 3 episodes. The next 3, though, there's got to be something kind of big on the horizon now, because we're really now starting to kind of set up for the season finale.
Yeah.
We're in the second half. We're in the dying embers of the season. Something as to what, I don't know. They've got 30 million credits.
80 million.
Sorry, 80 million credits. I didn't see the other half of the 8 there. Sorry.
They've got actually what 799 and 90,000 because he took his 100,000 credits.
It's like 79 million and 799,999,999.
Yeah, he's only got really 70,000 credits because he spent 30 on the spaceship that was really just overblown because that spaceship was only worth about 15,000 credits.
Yeah, crazy hair off to the side. Saw Gerrera is like Rebel Saw.
Yeah.
Shaved head Saw is after he's crazy. So or finally accepted to be crazy.
Maybe that's what we're going to get. Remember we're going to get some of this craziness from Saw Gerrera.
I hope he'll be sick.
Anyway,
I honestly think that they're going to end.
Saw Gerrera showed up with Cal Kestis.
Yeah,
not happening, bro.
I'm just saying, there's another connection. Not to go another 30 minutes, but
I still think they end on the massacre, and I think they pull a Jedi. Where at the end of this series, it's a loss.
I could see that.
It's going to feel like, oh, we're losing. It's going to be like an end game, or not end game. Whatever the first one is before end game. Do I have that backwards? I don't know. But I think
Endgame was the second one. Avengers, Infinity War.
There you go. Yeah, so I think it's going to feel like the end of Infinity War. Like this massacre happens, everyone's all pissed off, and then it's like, wait till season 2.
That'd be kind of sick. That would be sick. That'd be tight.
I'm excited to see where the second half of this series goes.
It would be great if they did have like a great season finale, but then left something hanging for season 2. Something to look forward to, but like as it goes and as it stands right now, it's like, what could that possibly be? It's going to need to be something quite dramatic and quite drastic. We've got 6 episodes left. The way they've been doing it, 3s and 3s, unless they change that structure up, I don't know. But that's for next week, guys. That's for next week. Thank you all for joining me as always, guys, and for everyone in the chat as well. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it's a bit of a shorter one this week. I have barely slept for the last 6 days. I feel like shit, and right now I need to go to bed. But I'll be back same time next week. Carter won't. He's going to be on vacation, right?
Yeah, dude, I'll be gone, bro.
You'll be gone.
Already got my schedule off work if you want.
Sweet man, I will be in touch. I think next week Chris should be back. Jesse won't be, because he'll be with y'all.
Yeah, he'll be
with me, Carter.
But Nash will be back. Chris as well. I'm going to see a few people I've been speaking to recently as well. I'm going to see if anyone else is kind of available. Maybe add some fresh blood to the group. But we'll see what happens. Anyway. Until next week, guys, have an awesome week, and may the force be with you all.